welcome to the Malamakoi CSA cooking show, where we show you how to use local produce and local products and make it into delicious and ʻOhana recipes. And I have a special helper. What's your name?
Jade.
Jade, and last name?
Javier.
How old are you?
7.
And what school do you go to?
Kaloa Elementary.
So Jade is my neighbor. Her grandpa is the one who provides the poi and the smoked meat for us in our previous cooking shows. So their family is really close to us. Tonight, the theme is one of our beloved restaurants from the east side that we all love and miss, Kintaro's. We're gonna be making tinfoil special, and for dessert, a green tea ice cream sandwich. So a little spin-off of their green tea pie. I already have the oven preheating to 400 degrees. And so Jade is gonna help me get some mayonnaise in there. We're gonna do about a half cup, but this is all by eye, depending on how much fish and veggies you do in there. Good. Okay, one more big scoop, like 3 more scoops. And by the way, our prize for this show is an amazing one given from Wailua Sushi, who the owners used to work at Kintaro's. So they might be able to make you some of those delicious grinds that you used to get from Kintaro's. So you can win by participating, by answering the questions, and just being here, you're already in the running. Okay, oh. You like straight mayonnaise, Jade? I have never seen that. Jade is one of the pickiest kids I know, but she just took a mouthful of mayonnaise.
No.
No?
I didn't take a mouthful.
You took a nice little fingerful. Okay, so you can get started on chopping the garlic. We have about 4 cloves of garlic here. Okay, remember to keep your fingers behind. Good job. And she's using a smaller knife so that less likely to have a lost finger. And also sriracha, about a tablespoon. You can put more or less. Sometimes kids want 0 spice. Do you like spicy?
No.
Not at all. Okay, we'll just put a little. We'll put 1 instead of 2. 2 would make it a little hot. Okay, and then when she finishes the garlic, we'll get that in. So while we're getting started, what was your favorite dish that you would order from Kintaro's? That's our first question of the night. Type it in the chat box. Favorite thing you would order from Kintaro's menu. And while those are coming in, I'm gonna get some of the ingredients going in. The veggies, gotta have mushrooms, so I just slice them thinly. About 6. Okay, and the original had mushroom and zucchini, but we're making this Malamakoi style by adding in more veggies. Okay, good job, Jade. Those are nice and chunky. I'm just gonna give them one more chop. Yeah, you can make those small like this. Little pieces of green onion.
So we have some votes already.
Yes.
I vote for Hamachikama and soy mandia, and then we also have a super dupe and the shrimp tempura.
Ooh, I do miss the super dupe. The soft shell crab one, the really big one.
I forgot about that one actually.
It was so big you had to eat it in a few bites.
Or just put the whole thing in your mouth and cover your face with a mini.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that on your first date, right? Go to eat sushi. Hard to eat it cutely.
Some guys think that's cute. Like,
to stuff your face?
And you just keep it real.
Yeah, true. Why hide? Coming up with this Kintaro's recipe made us reminisce about, I don't know if the older generation knows about the bathroom selfies, but that was a big one. They have a huge mirror in the Kintaro's, and where a lot of girls, maybe guys too, would take pictures of them and their friends, and then on the steps was a classic backdrop for photos. The fish tank, the little Italian fountain that kind of, I don't know how that fit in with the Japanese theme, but I loved it. Good job, Jade. I'm gonna make them even smaller. So our weather is the reason Stormy is not here. We were worried that the rain would pick up, but it's been such a nice day. The rain hasn't come down like we thought it would. And doing research about rain in Hawaii, I learned that there's more than 200 words in Hawaiian for rain. As you can imagine, in English, I can only think of like 10: sprinkle, downpour, drizzle. But for Hawaiians, they had so many because, as you know, water was such a vital part of their life. And as we know, it can be a dangerous part of our life too. So, yeah. One of our questions is, what does this mean? It has to do with the weather, looking for a specific type of weather though. Lihao. Okay, in the chat box, if you can figure that one out. Has to do with the weather and something about one of the foods that I have on my table now.
I bet somebody's gonna search it.
You think someone's gonna cheat and search it up?
Yeah.
Would they do that?
Yeah.
Grown-ups would cheat like that?
What's Jade cutting?
Jade, what are you cutting?
Carrot.
She's cutting yummy carrots. Do you like carrots?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite veggies too. We left the skin on. Why not? More fiber, lots of nutrients. Do you know what carrots are good for?
Your eyes.
Your eyes. Good, she knows that. Also has lots of fiber, so it'll help you stay full and help with your tummy. So I'm putting that garlic in and the green onion. Wow, such a rough chop. I love it. A big mouthful of veggies are always great. We're gonna cut those carrots a little smaller, Jade, so that they can cook, because this is not cooking very long in the oven because we want to lightly cook the fish. If you have things that take longer like onion or carrot, you're gonna want to make that really thin. But things like mushroom and zucchini, because they're so full of water and so spongy, they'll cook perfect amount. I also have some beet leaves laying around, so I thought, why not use the greens? So, you know, not to waste. So I'm gonna throw that in, which is kind of like a spinach, just a nice green to have in our tinfoil special. While we're cutting, do you know anything about zucchini? Like why it's healthy for you?
No.
Well, zucchini is actually from Mexico and Central America. That's where it originally came from, which makes sense. It likes hot weather just like we have here, and it has a lot of vitamin A, which helps with your vision and your skin, and that actually comes out more when you cook it, interestingly. It's also good for fighting cancer and fighting diabetes, so eat your zucchini. Oh, of course, and your immune system, so we don't get sick. You're getting hot in that reindeer outfit? No? Whew, I am. Maybe it's the oven behind me. Okay, that's good. We'll leave that for the carrots. Let's cut the zucchini. Okay, so can you cut that in half? Perfect, right down the middle. Good job. It's important to teach kids knife skills at a young age so they're not scared of it. This one's a small one so she can handle it. And just reminding them to keep their fingers behind the blade and using your knuckle, like this, Jade, to guide so your fingertip is never underneath the blade. Yep.
Feels weird when your fingers go inside of it.
Yeah, zucchini is kind of soft. You can dig your nails in there, huh? Okay, while she's cutting the zucchini, I can get some of the fish ready. So my husband is a fisherman, and once in a while when he gets lucky, he brings home fish for us. And this past one was a papio o milu, the really bright and silver one. That seems to be really common fish here on the south side. So we're using what we caught recently, but I also love salmon in this because it's so rich and buttery. So we're adding in salmon, the papio, and some scallops to make it a nice seafood bait. You could also use shrimp or clams, whatever else, lobster, all kinds of things would be good in this. I've only done this with seafood, never with chicken or steak yet. So chopping up those beet greens really small so that to make sure they cook. Oh, okay, Jade. I forgot to tell you how to cut that, but I guess it doesn't matter what shape it's in. It's all gonna taste good. The way I remember the way Kentaro would cut the zucchini, they would cut it in these long rectangles, which I really like. These like thin slices. So I'm gonna do that. We have half cut in rounds, and half we'll do the Kentaro style.
We have some questions or some responses for your Liho question.
And what were the guesses?
And Malia, you're pretty much my puppy. Of course, a lot of these Hawaiian words are context, right? So she said an ua associated with the fragrance of meakanu or plants, or the light ua you encounter in the forest.
So pretty.
And then someone else guessed humidity.
It is very hot.
But I always thought of Liho as like I've heard it
It's gonna get
as
icy.
like a lucky rain that helps fishermen catch fish. And it's also like cool, moist, and fresh.
Okay, oh, oyster sauce. That's one more thing in the sauce that I didn't add in the beginning. About a tablespoon. Just gives it a nice kind of salty, oystery taste. Okay, I'm gonna add in my seafood now. I have all the veggies. Doesn't matter what order you add this in. I just like to make the sauce first to make sure that's all mixed, and then add in whatever I want to add in. And if it's looking dry, just add a little bit more mayonnaise. Okay, Jay, that's good on the zucchini.
I didn't finish this.
Oh, okay. Keep on chopping.
You can come my house to talk on my veggies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Stormy, you made it at home. How did you make yours when you practiced? When you made your tinfoil special?
I didn't make it spicy because my boy, he's super picky. So no sriracha, and I never have oyster sauce, so I just use the mayonnaise and the garlic. Was still really good, yeah. And you don't need plenty mayonnaise, just enough to coat everything. But it's, you know, picking all the favorite veggies and seafood that you like is what really makes it ʻOhana. You can customize this dish, and it's such a great one-pan meal. So like dishes were like so fast. I loved it.
Yes. I love that it's customizable. So this is just like a starter kit, and then you can change it however you want. And something that the longer I've cooked that I've learned is that you don't need a recipe. You just need to know what flavors you like, practice, and the cook times of things. And that's all just comes with practice. So unless it's baking, some things need to be exact, but a lot with just cooking dinner, you can always add a little here, add a little less to your liking, or what you have growing, or what you found at the farmer's market, or what you got from your CSA bag. Have you ever had a scallop before, Jade?
What's a scallop?
A scallop is a kind of shellfish that, how do you describe a scallop? Is a scallop? It's in a shell, right? I'm not imagining what a scallop looks like when it's alive.
It's really pretty. It does come in a shell. And it's like big and meaty and really good.
Huge scallops, so I'm gonna cut them a little smaller because we want to make sure that they
Can I cut one?
cut through. Yeah, how about in half? That's a perfect thing for you to cut.
Scallop.
Oh, a sunrise shell is a scallop? So is that what they would look like? Yeah, that's what Billy, the marine biologist, says. Jade, at school today, what was the best thing you guys did?
Recess.
Yeah, recess, of course. My kids, they're getting all excited for Christmas, and we got a elf on the shelf today. If you don't know what elf on the shelf is, it's a little elf that Santa sends to report back to Santa on the behavior of the children of the house. Do you have a elf on the shelf?
No, not yet.
Hey, next question. And we see Billy's brother has joined in, Rob Miller. Thanks for joining us. We have a new word. Yeah. Kekemapa. What is this? Has to do with the time that we're in. Kekemapa. So I think this is ready to go. Once these scallops are cut in half. Okay, gonna throw those in.
Do it in half?
Yep, just in half. That's it.
Okay.
That should cook enough.
Malia won.
Who won?
December.
Oh, nice. December. Yes.
Malia.
Kekemapa is December.
Oh, nice try, Za'a.
That's good.
He came in second.
Okay, I'll take all of these. Oh, sorry. Thing. All right, good chopping, partner. We have a little extra veggies that we can use for omelets in the morning. All right, so this is ready to go. I'm looking at it. It's looking lightly coated. What do you think? Needs more mayonnaise, or is it good?
Good.
I'm not a huge mayonnaise-y gooey fan. I like just light, so we'll keep it at that. Put it in here. Okay, Jade, can you use the spoon to help get it all in the pan? Good job. I've never, we've cooked a few times, right, before? We made poi, cinnamon rolls. What else did we make together? Can you talk louder?
We did the thing with the red thing.
The red thing. Was it cookies? Was it?
No, the video about the
Oh, lychee?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't cook that though, but we. Oh, that was the video for the application to get the cooking show host position. I had to make a video with the child with the fruit, and so Jade was in it. So I can thank her. She's the reason I have this job.
She's the reason I hired you.
She is. It's not for my skills. Oh. And the dog just walked through the door. Someone didn't close the door. He needs to leave before the slobber goes all over the floor. All right, we're gonna throw this in the oven. Another alteration you can do is adding panko inside and give it a crispy crust. You want panko on it, or you want to leave it like this? Leave it like this. Okay, we're gonna do 10 minutes. And then we'll check back on it, maybe add a few more minutes if it's looking raw. And then we're gonna end it with a broil.
What's a broil?
A broil is really high heat coming from the top of the oven. It's like 500 degrees, like lava hot. And if you don't watch it carefully, it can burn your food. So we just want to make it crispy on top. So while that's going, we're gonna start dessert, which is our delicious ice cream, our green tea ice cream. When your seafood and veggies are all done, they should be golden brown and cook through, but still very tender and moist. We're gonna make this a little healthier by using something that we have, I think I've had it every time in my CSA bag, which is apple banana.
What's a CSA bag? Is it your bag for your work?
I'm so glad you asked. CSA bag stands for Community Supported Agriculture. I always have to think about that one. And so that's what that bag is that Malama Koi has. It changes every week, and there's 10 spots that you can pick it up on Thursdays, or if you're busy in the afternoons or can't go to pickups, it's just $5 for delivery. So that's what I do. It just shows up on in my garage when I come home, and it's perfect. What I love about it is that it really inspires me for what to cook, because sometimes I'm not sure. You know, I made enough decisions in the classroom where I don't want to make a decision when I come home. So once I see zucchini, oh, I want to make pasta. Yeah. So bananas. What else should go in our ice cream?
That.
Gotta have some cream.
I pointed at that.
Yes, so I made this 2 versions. I made one with coconut milk and with heavy whipping cream, and you can guess which one came out creamier. The higher the fat content, the creamier the ice cream will turn out to be. But you can use any kind of dairy. Is that all that it had?
there's like a little tiny bit more.
So we're gonna mix what we have, which is heavy whipping cream with a little bit of this oat milk, oat vanilla milk. Let's do half cup. That's good. Perfect. Okay, that mixture will make it creamy. Just know that the more watery your milk is, the more icy your ice cream's gonna be. And I think we all can agree that we like creamier ice cream. What else? How are we gonna make it sweet?
Sugar?
Sugar. You could use sugar or honey. You see the honey? There it is on the chair. We're gonna use 4 tablespoons of honey, but let's just give it 4 big. What aisle would you find matcha in? The Asian aisle, I'm guessing? Okay, we're gonna put 4 teaspoons of this.
You should find it in a powder aisle. It's powder.
Yeah, you think so? Okay. Do 4. Okay. Oh, hold that separate. Okay, 1. Tap, tap, tap. And it gives it a nice light green color. You can always add a little bit of greens in there to give it more color. Okay, you want to pour it into the cap. That's about a teaspoon. Okay, nice job. Oh, and the secret ingredient. You know what this is?
What do you call it?
What do you call it?
The thing that you put on top of it.
Sugar?
No, not sugar.
It's gelatin. Gelatin is what makes jello jello-y, yeah. And that's gonna help so that the ice becomes more creamy. So it's a creamier, not icy ice cream.
So it's Jello ice cream?
No, it'll just make it creamier. While we're making ice cream, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Jade, what's yours?
Vanilla.
Vanilla? Just plain vanilla?
Yeah.
And I know you love Haagen-Dazs vanilla.
Yeah.
This girl has fancy tastes. No briars for her.
What's Briars?
Exactly.
So technology was not on our side at this moment. So what we did next was we blended the matcha mixture, poured that into containers with lids, and froze it for about 6 hours or overnight. Then take a big scoop of ice cream and sandwich it between your choice of 2 cookies. And here you have green tea ice cream sandwiches. And this was the worst part of my night. Jade and I had a competition between the best Christmas song. I picked Jingle Bell Rock and she picked Frosty the Snowman. Loser had to take a big scoop of mayonnaise. Look at what Jade does when I turn around. That naughty, naughty girl. And guess who lost for the first time?
All right. Since Stormy and Billy both took lots of shots of everything. Hey! This is not how much I put on it. That is way too much. And if you know me, I hate mayonnaise. Okay.
You have to wait 10 minutes.
This is me turning away so you don't have to see me gag. Ugh.
I feel like you spit it out.
Oh, disgusting.
In better news, big shout out to Malia Chan, our winner of the night. Mahalo for watching, and we really appreciate all your support.